Welcome to the realm where the lasers beam bright. Rich Patrick and Jeremy lighten up your night, cutting through the dark with the laser beam. We're really glad you could join the stream. We're the laser makers, we're setting the pace. From engraving to cutting in this high-tech chase, whether wood or metal, glass or stone, we bring the magic right into your home. So gather round wherever you roam, find inspiration in our maker's dome. Subscribe and like, get in the game with Rich Patrick and Jeremy. Remember the names. Ideas light up, projects take form in the maker's realm. Creativity is the norm, so light the beam. Let's start the play with the laser makers, where we create every day.
That last scene always gets me.
Yeah, I was thinking the
everyone.
same thing. I was like, "Oh crap, we're on screen," and they're like, "Oh no, that's just that final image."
Yeah, I just looked up and I was like, "Oh wait, that's not what I'm wearing. I have a funky hat on."
I wasn't done
Everybody,
picking my
welcome.
nose yet. Come on, it ended too early.
Welcome to Laser Maker's Realm. So we are live from West Virginia, and Jeremy, where are you at
Michigan.
again? Michigan. That's
Michigan,
right. Way up there in Michigan.
way up here in
And
the cold north.
Tonight we have a couple new projects for you. And the first thing that I want to do is find out what everybody's been doing. So we haven't, in the meanwhile, I'm going to pop up some people on the screen that are in the live stream with us. We've got over 100 people here tonight. But
How's everybody doing?
let's talk about what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Patrick, I'll let you go first.
Oh well, what have I done the last 2 weeks? That's a really good question. I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone 2 weeks ago. I did make some videos. I made some videos for Hotien Laser, and they were specific to galvos and finding focus for galvo lenses. So I got that done. That's going to be part of a partnership with them, making some how-to videos. So that was exciting to get those completed. I started a giveaway. I'll have to put that link in the chat. I'm giving away my LaserMATIC.
Oh,
LaserMATIC.
cool. That's right. I
Mark
forgot all
II.
about that.
And last week I received this bad boy and did the unboxing on my channel for the XW right here.
That was fun. I enjoyed watching that.
I enjoyed unboxing it. So I'm glad you enjoyed watching it. And let's see.
I did get to watch that one.
And the main reason for the XW is so I don't have to worry about using my CO2 to do these plaques. This was done on the LaserMATIC. And let me tell you that this is the best, clearest version of the Iwo Jima image that I've had on these plaques. The best, this one just, it needs wiped off a little bit, but the best version of the USMC logo.
That came out beautiful.
And yeah, this is just, leave it to the LaserMATIC to produce the best result. Better than my CO2.
Yeah.
I'm very happy
Wow.
with that. Then I do have a couple little welcome signs for you guys tonight. Here's one of them. And
Nice.
this is poplar painted black, and then engraved with the
You're welcome,
LaserMATIC.
Jim.
You make the welcome sign.
That looks cool. I like that. I'll have to steal that and make a couple.
If I think of anything else I've been up to, I'll mention it. But wait, did I put out the stainless steel tumbler video after last live stream?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. All right, let me show you these. If you guys didn't see it, this was done with the LaserMATIC, 3 shades on a stainless steel tumbler. The file is available if you watch the video that's on my channel, and that'll get you started to make something like this on your LaserMATIC with the rotary.
Cool. So is that file free?
Yes, it is.
All right. So cool. So after the live stream, run over to Patrick's channel and watch that video. Hey, B, how are you?
I'm reading the chat too. So,
All right. So Jeremy, what have you been up to?
well, I booked a couple more shows this fall. Yes, Thursday. So Wednesday and Thursday. So I've been kind of scrambling to get up enough stuff. And I don't know if anybody remembers my honeybee earring display. Well, it got crushed in my truck, one of my last shows. So I'm rebuilding it. And then in the middle of trying to get all my other stuff done, I have these little scrap pieces that pop out of here. And so before I popped them out, I've been making earrings
Cool.
and cutting them, a couple different designs. Gotta get my camera up. Okay. And then this one's kind of a Christmassy one.
It's always good to reuse spare parts.
Yeah. So and then I had about 70 or 80 of these before I started doing the earrings. And I made a little jig, put them in the LaserMATIC today, and did some little giveaway coins. So been working on that stuff and trying to get all my inventory up with my air fresheners, my keychains, and some knickknacks. I have, this is in progress. I don't have the top over here, but it's like multi-layered for essential oil bottles and holders and stuff like that. So I'm working on a lot of stuff.
Cool. Well, if you guys want to join us in the files that we're doing tonight, they are already down below the live stream. So I've got some photo holders that I'm going to show you in a moment, and that I did years ago when I retired in 2015. I had some CDR files that I converted into Lightburn, and that's what I'm going to be giving away today. So right below the video, if you click on ... more, expand the description, you can see the files, the link to the file downloads on my channel, if you're watching on my channel, or if you're watching on the Laser Makers Realm channel. It's also available at lasermakersrealm.com in the very first blog post. So you can download the files now, the file from Jeremy and the file from me. Patrick doesn't have one ready yet, but he's going to post it sometime after the live stream on his website.
I'm sorry, I'm late.
Slacker. Well, actually, should I show what my free file is for the night?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'll do that. I can't make anything right now on the LaserMATIC because it's really dirty and I have to clean it. So, but
I'm in the same boat.
I tried to do something simple. I really did. The more I thought about doing something simple, the worse it got, the farther away it went from my head.
That is the theme of the channel.
I know it's the theme of the channel. And I was watching a history thing on the military, some military stuff, and Veterans Day is coming up. So my dad's was in the Air Force. My grandpa was in World War II in the Navy. And I have a friend here that was in Vietnam in town here that I hang out with and chat with. And so for Veterans Day, I decided to put this together. It's
And how
kind
many
of
pieces was
completely
that?
it's kind of completely the opposite of simple. There's 15 pieces to this. So that's the free file for tonight.
That's
It's a
awesome.
big one.
It really is nice.
Have fun.
It looks a lot like the one that we did last year for Veterans Day.
I have no
Dude,
idea. I didn't
that's-
see that one.
That's amazing.
Nick, that's where I grew up, Long Island, in Brooklyn, Queens, and then Hauppauge, out right in the middle of Long Island. I'm sure you
I'm
know
going to
where
work
that
on my
is.
earrings.
All right, so what have I been doing? I've been doing a lot of things around the shop. So I did get something new in the shop. Let me show that to you. If you look way back in the corner there, you'll see an odd looking machine, that white machine. So I'll be doing some videos on that.
Panini press.
A panini maker, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now I'm hungry.
Actually, that is a vacuum former. So that is something that it's, my name is the Louisiana Hobby Guy. It's going to be another hobby. And I've got a couple of really unique ideas, or good ideas anyway, that I've gotten from watching other videos on it. And I'm not going to actually tell you what that is, but yeah, Steve, sleeves again. That's twice. This is one of the shirts that we're doing now with my son. If you look over there, you'll see there's another new machine as well. The one right in the middle is a t-shirt press. So we've branched out to doing hats and t-shirts. So yeah, so I've got a Laser Maker's Realm t-shirt on tonight, and so does Jeremy.
And my hat. I finally found my hat.
This week, I'm doing something from 2015 when I originally retired, and I was, doing more and more with lasers. And that is a growth chart. And this is going to sound a little strange to you, but this was an idea I had way back when. And basically what it is a very, very inexpensive way to document your child's growth. And every year you take a photograph, print it in 4x6, and this is one piece of wood. So let me get my notes up, because I did take notes on it. I used to sell these by the half dozen or by the dozen on Facebook Marketplace. And for a dozen of these, that would be like grade 1 through 12. So you have like a special section in your house where you put these up every year. And I had the date on it for every year and different styles for each year. So they were all done differently. And the whole cost on this, rounded off, was $2. So, and that included a command hook, which went on the back, and is really very simple. Nothing on the back. I didn't put another layer back there. You could, but this actually cost me $2. I delivered them without a picture, obviously. All you do is put the 4x6 picture on the back and put a command hook on it and hang it up on your wall. And I did this in, I had originally 12 different styles. Tonight, I'm going to give away 3 of those different styles. So it cost me $89. I looked it up, today's price, $8.99 or 37 cents a piece for the command hooks, and say $1.42 for the wood would be today's price. So it was like $1.79 total, rounded up to $2. And I used to sell the 12-pack for $99, right? $99.99. And I sold the 6-pack for $59.99. So a decent amount of profit. It does take a little time to do these. I was doing them back then on the CO2, so it took about 18 minutes a piece to do it. On the LaserMATIC, it takes right at about 40 minutes, I think, if I remember right, to do these, depending on which one it is. And you don't necessarily need to sell these. You can do this for yourself, for your family, if they have like someone that's just entering the first grade, and you can have a whole Halloween section, and it's a growth chart. So every year you see a different photograph of them dressed up for Halloween. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. Here is the actual file itself that you'll get in the download. And all I did was add a name here. So a name and a date. And obviously the file won't come with the name and the date, but there are 3 different ones here and that you can use, and you can actually design your own. These are very, very simple to design. And I personally think that it's a great way to have a growth chart for your children. So some people are going to like them, some people aren't, but that's the file that is a simple file. It's just a matter of dropping a piece of 12 by 12 wood on the laser and hitting the start button, setting your layers. So that's my project for tonight. I've been doing a bunch of other things around the shop here. We're still working on getting completely settled in here. And we're doing hats, and we're doing T-shirts. We just started doing, if you look at Patrick's hat, we just started doing the full color hats, the full color patches.
Patrick makes that hat look good.
Yeah, it does look better over here, doesn't it?
Yeah. So tonight we're going to be more concentrate. Patrick is going to actually run a job. I'm not.
Yep, I am.
Tonight. Yep, I'm not tonight because I already ran mine so that I can show you in the introduction. It's kind of hard to explain unless you actually have one to show. But we're going to be doing more of a Q&A tonight. So if you want to follow along and start the files that we've got here, Jeremy's file, which is 15 pieces, by the way. So not really,
yikes,
not really so simple, but still going to be a really awesome finished product. Jeremy, you already showed the finished product.
Yeah, you can pop that back up anytime you want me to.
Yeah, pop that back up one more time. That's a lot of pieces, but I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful, beautiful decoration. It's nicer than the one we did last year.
One thing that I would do different is this guy right here. I would probably move it forward towards the front another probably 10, 12 millimeters, half an inch, just to split the difference a little bit nicer. So you can see the rest of the boat back there. But
I think I would also cut out that area that's in the where the rifle and the legs are. I'd probably cut that out too.
Yeah, I missed that part probably. Yeah, I missed that part. That in between his legs was supposed to get cut out too.
Yeah, that's as easy as just using the line tool.
Yep. And that's probably going to be that same way in the file when you get it. So you're gonna, if you want that cut out, you're gonna have to do that.
Yeah,
that sounded painful.
Mm-hmm. Get the weed eater, get it going. So I'm just going to put my earrings together, and then when I'm done, I'm going to rip my LaserMATIC apart and start cleaning the lens if I have time tonight on the stream.
I've got to do that too because I'm at over. Let's see, the last time I cleaned it was last Sunday, so it's absolutely time to do a cleaning on it. I usually clean it every night before I go home, but this week I've just been too busy, so it's been about a week since I took it apart and cleaned it, and it is a mess, no doubt about it.
Somebody had a question up here.
Oh, I'll get to it. I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm getting down to the bottom.
I don't know who it's to, so that's why I haven't answered it yet. I don't know if it was for me or you or.
Hey, Sharon.
So tonight we're going to do more of Patrick will be doing the welcome sign, and we're going to be doing more of a Q&A for tonight.
Let's see. Yeah, here's the welcome sign as it sets in Lightburn.
Cool. And how big is that?
This is
Wait,
The
we got to
total
wait.
engrave will.
Andy's got to go somewhere for 10 minutes, so we have to wait.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Just start a timer. It
Go
is
ahead.
565 millimeters wide. The engraved part. So
Cool.
it is nice and wide and going on the XW.
Steve says that he enjoyed that unboxing knife.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty epic.
Oh my gosh,
That
Steve!
was-
If for people that didn't see the unboxing knife, I'm gonna have to grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
that
don't
was
you
awesome.
show us that? Yeah,
I'll have to. Where
he
did I
says
put
it looks gorgeous.
It's easy to misplace. It's so small.
I'm
Welcome,
sure it
Kevin.
camouflages itself right next to the butter knives.
When you see that green circle on the next to the person's name, those are our channel members. Welcome, Kevin.
Howdy, howdy.
All right, here's the unboxing knife that I used for the LaserMATIC XW. The box was really big, so I needed an appropriately sized unboxing knife.
Uh-oh, here comes the reveal.
Oh my
you
gosh,
hit the
that's
ceiling.
above me. Yep. Here we go. Just nice short blade and then engraved. It's got a little pattern to it.
Nice.
And it's real.
So the question is, how long did it take to laser comparing to the CO2? If that one is
talking about that plaque.
Yeah, if you're talking about the plaque, the CO2, it took about 18 minutes, I think, 17, 18 minutes to do the whole thing. And on this one, I can look at the preview in Lightburn. I think this one was, 43 minutes. 43
Or it could have
minutes
been talking.
on the LaserMATIC, and that was at 22,500 speed, 90% power. So it could go a little bit faster.
Happy Saturday.
Oh gosh.
Oh, okay. So trying to get through these comments here. You sure that this link is right, Patrick? That you put up here?
www.lightsource.pro/roller.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just lightsource.pro/Rolly. And V saying that she loves your earrings, Jeremy.
Thank you. Thank you. It's kind of funny. I decided to do that because a couple of hours after I got my first set dropped out of the one panel, I got a message from the lady from my first show next weekend, and her earring lady backed out. She can't make it, so she asked me to bring mine. So now I'm going to have enough to bring. So
Cool.
You know, you get those little lucky spots every once in a while.
Philip is asking if Lightburn is hard to learn. It's all three of us have on our channels tutorials, but it's no harder than a word processor, I would guess.
Well, unless you're like me and you're illiterate because you spend 30 years swearing off computers, and then you have to dive in head first with this stuff. But
So
I picked it up pretty easy.
Are you actually making money or just making money to support your hobby is a question that we have. I'm not sure about who you're asking this to. I'm guessing it's probably Patrick, but Patrick and Jeremy both do this. They do it to make money.
We try. I try.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a struggle up here in Michigan, but it's getting better.
All right, let me see if I can. I'm going to try and scroll down some of these. We have a lot of comments.
I had to switch cameras because I lost my USB extension. It fell down behind the camera.
All right, let's see. I found the source kind of for the Christmas. Oh, okay. So that was a message you sent me on Patreon. It's on Etsy, although it's not one of the few files that I've ever bought from Etsy. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, Andy, but I never made that file. Trying to download the file, and I'm getting a file from 9.7 instead of 9.21. Okay, that's weird. I'll check into that in a minute.
Yeah, there's a couple of them coming up.
Yep.
Like
Thank you,
that.
Tony, for that donation. Tony donated $20 to the channel. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Tony. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
If I need to resend my file, Rich, I can do that. It sounds like mine's not showing up anywhere.
No, you don't need to resend it. If somebody else can take over these comments, I can go and check on that.
Okay.
So
I got
it. Okay, we're at this one here, Andrew W.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll go check on it right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. 40-watt diodes, opinions and thoughts. Toying with the idea. Don't have lots of space. Maybe a large desktop. I've done very little research. Yeah, do more. I bought my fiber laser. That was my first laser I bought. Dove head first into a 60-watt MOPA, and I think I did 8 months of research and video watching and going and visiting places that sold them around locally that I could before I actually made my purchase. But 40-watt, I can cut just as fast on this 30-watt LaserMATIC as I can on that 40-watt Falcon 2. So it might be a smidge faster over there, but this is cleaner. So I prefer to use this one. They're both accurate because I can cut circles out on the Falcon, put my jig over here, and while I'm cutting circles out over here, place them in here, do the engraving. And that way, if I have a lot of that to do, which I did a couple weeks ago, that works out very well. But
yeah,
it's not
you're
that
right.
much better.
I did put the wrong file in there.
Love the welcome design, Patrick.
Thanks. I will get that uploaded. I promise.
Clayton likes your knife. So does V. Started to dwell into doing earrings for Halloween and Christmas. I want to use some veneer. I'd floating around 6 millimeters thick and using 3 millimeter birch plywood. I tell you, I don't think I have any handy that I can show you offhand, but I've been getting that glitter paper from Amazon and Hobby Lobby and stuff and putting it on 1.5 millimeter thick plywood on both sides and then cutting my earrings out. And that way I don't have to paint nothing. And then I got some color. I've been messing with that too.
Okay, I have fixed that file. So I'll put that in the comments. The new link.
Cool.
All right. So did you guys see this one yet?
I just popped it up.
How do I set in Lightburn the speed and power? That's a very basic thing to do. I can show you real quick. You switch over to Lightburn and get rid of that message so you can see it. And over here on the cuts and layers, this is where you set your speed and
Rich.
your power.
I got to reboot my PC. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
So right here is where you set your speed and power. You can either set it down here in the bottom, or you can double click this and you can set your speed and your power right up here. Speed and power.
I think that question was specifically for doing veneer or something, or inlay.
That would be for doing anything. So
yeah, you just have to practice and test on your own machine, I guess, to get the depth right.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter what you're doing. And thank you so much, Ricardo.
Appreciate it.
$9.99 donation to the channel. Much appreciated. All of the donations to the channel go to Jeremy and Patrick so that they can buy supplies for the live stream.
And that's good because that stupid thing took 4 sheets.
I've started to dwell into doing earrings for Halloween and Christmas. I want to use some veneer I had floating around, and it's 0.6 millimeter thick, and using 3 millimeter birch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I already talked about that one. I did that one.
All right. How do you sign up for the giveaway? It's lightsource.pro/Roly, ROLY.
The link is a little higher up in the comments if you want to go back up and look at it.
Yeah. We're so glad to hear that it went well, Kate. Glad that you're on the mend.
Absolutely.
Link from HTL goes nowhere. I think that's because it had giveaway at the end. If you just do lightsource.pro/Roly, you'll get to that link.
Yes.
Was that it says HTL? Is that my file or was that
I'm guessing it was the giveaway.
okay?
Jeremy, you can also make those extra geometric shapes into dog tags. I made one for, oh yeah, it's a good idea. Testing it for 3 months. And a better idea is to use a QR code on it.
Yeah. I made a bunch of them into little pocket hugs, I guess. I guess that's what they're called. I'm not sure, but put a little animal on the one side, a little cute saying on the other side. I'll just give them away to kids. They can come pick one out of a box.
Jamie, try it again because I just re-uploaded it, so you may have gotten the old file. Will Roly Automation have a 40 to 60 watt module? They're not going to have a 60 watt, but they are going to have a 40 available for the version 3, the Mark 3.
And I'm sure that one's going to cut tremendously better than the Falcon 2.
It's always better to go straight on your exhaust, but you know, one turn. I've got the right angle exhaust on mine as well.
Yeah, you don't want to see my hamster maze that I've got going on behind me.
Yeah, I've re-uploaded a new file, Rick. So delete the one that you got and try it again.
So the previous stream, that would have been my pumpkin and all the other stuff that was on. Right? I did the pumpkin 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Jamie got it. So yeah, you just have to re-download that file. I made a mistake when I uploaded it. Thank you, Jack. Patrick, with a knife like that, we need to start calling you Crocodile Dundee. I think that's bigger than Crocodile Dundee's.
Just a little bit.
Where can I
Try to
send
conceal
engraving materials for Jeremy or Patrick? Well, that I guess that's up to you guys if you want to put your mailing address in the comments.
My mailing address is in the description of every one of my videos. So it's there.
I just put my email address in the chat. So if you want to email me, I can give you that information.
Okay, so that last question on the link was to the giveaway. The giveaway is lightsource.pro/Roly, ROLY.
Hey, finally. I was having USB issues. I'll type that again.
Hey, pop up. Ricardo says, I'll be releasing in the next 2 weeks for them to test 12 by 12 and 12 by 24 I think we talked about this. Pre-laminated wood boards
wow.
with metallic foils ready to cut, single and double
That
sided,
sounds
dozens of designs.
amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been talking with Ricardo for a couple of years now. We talked about this a few months back. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there is the new link. To make this easier for the giveaway for the LaserMATIC. So just so that you all understand, this is a used laser that Patrick got. He hasn't had it very long. So it is the one that he replaced with the XW.
It is clean, well taken care of, and works just like new.
Yeah, I think all three of us take good care of our equipment.
Mm-hmm. Hence the reason why I'm not cutting anything tonight. I got to tear it apart and clean it.
I'll have a company experimenting with my LaserMATIC Mark II XL. Felt, fleece, and leather. Yep, I actually just got 2 big rolls of felt that I'm going to be cutting out. I'm going to be vacuum forming a box for an item, and then adhering the felt, cutting the felt out on the laser and adhering it to that vacuum form. Keith says, how's that CO2 doing? That is the new RM laser. It's doing absolutely wonderful.
All right, I think we're framed and ready.
Sharon is asking if Jeremy, if your earring holder is available for purchase.
I am not sure if it's on the website or not, actually. And I completely revamped it and changed some things. If you're interested in it, I can look and then get it put up there. I don't know how soon I'll be able to get to that. Probably after next weekend. I'll have a little breathing room until my next show.
Jerry, if I missed your question, you're going to need to copy and paste it. There we have, just tons and tons of comments here. I don't know if I'd even find it. Sorry about that. David is asking, what are good settings for the 3 shape move increments?
See you, Kate. Good night. Thanks for stopping.
I like 0.1, 1, and 10.
Yeah. I do 1, 5, and 25.
I do 0.25. I think 1 and then 10.
Good night, Kate.
Good to see you, Kate.
Can you engrave on brass with the LaserMATIC without masking it? No. I don't even know if you can do it with masking.
Yeah, that would be a fiber laser.
Tim is asking, do you like the XW better? And what's the difference in price?
I do like it better just because I can now do those 18-inch wide plaques with the LaserMATIC.
Okay.
And I don't remember the price. I'll have to look.
It's not that much. Harold says, how often should I grease the rails on my CO2, and what type of grease on the Laguna EX150? I usually do the greasing of the rails about every 2 weeks or so. I do the cleaning of the lens every day. I do lens and mirrors about once a week, and I'll do the grease about every 2 weeks. Have you guys tried engraving on whiteboard? On whiteboards, I'm getting great results. 12 by 10 panel from Walmart. Yeah, in fact, I just got some. Somebody asked me to test it. I got white, and I also got This this is actually a pattern. It looks like cloth. So I tested it, and I also tested white masonite, and that didn't work. Welcome, Trey. Trey is our newest member. Thank you for signing up.
Trey.
We appreciate it. Sharon's answering you, Jeremy. She'd be interested, but not in a hurry. Next week or two would be fine.
Cool. That'll make sure I can get it all put together properly after my changes.
So the grease that I use on everything. I don't know where it is. It's usually sitting right here. Is the CRC lithium, the clear lithium grease.
Oh. I will be right back. I have to go find a tub.
Well, that's strange that I don't see it here, because it's usually sitting right there.
There's the two welcome signs that I'll have for you guys. So one is more of a narrow up and down format, and the other one will be a square, and that one is sized at 12 by 12, so you can put it on a 12 by 12 board.
And if you want, you could always take last week's graphics, the Halloween graphics, and swap out the flowers.
Yep, sure can. And I was going to try to make a Halloween one, if possibly by the end of the stream.
Eric says that he also, I also turn bowls and use the laser to make my logo on the bottom. Yeah. Some are 6 inches or taller. Can the LaserMATIC be raised that high? The LaserMATIC has an option to take out the bottom. So if you put it up on the legs, you can raise it as high as you want. The entire bottom comes out with just, I think, 8 screws.
Yeah, here, I'll show you the legs.
Yeah, there he's got those raptor legs.
I've got my two-tone Velociraptor feet on here. So I have 3 nails and a blue leg.
Yeah, Ralph, it doesn't matter really what type of grease that you use as long as you keep them greased. Vacuum form machine just got done making 40 Kydex knife sheaths the hard way. Yeah, this thing is amazing. It does it very quickly too. I've already done some tests on it. Jerry says, Rich, for the best longevity of your laser diode, is it best to go low power and more passes or faster? I go as fast as I possibly can. You know, these like this laser that you see on the screen right now has a 10,000 hour rating. So, you know, I don't think you're going to even have it in 10,000 hours of engraving. Can also buy larger whiteboards from HD on CO2, cut 4x4 coasters. Yeah. Hey, Sergio. So tonight we're going to be doing mostly Q&A, although Patrick is running that sign on his machine. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, go ahead and ask them. I'm trying to monitor them the best that I can tonight.
I cut that board as wide as I could go on that honeycomb.
Nice. The only thing that I say to everybody is to make sure that you always preview the job before you start it if you're using the entire laser bed, because you have to look at your overscanning.
Yep, I did do that.
So I can show you really quickly on this project that I did earlier. And if I preview this, and you make sure that you turn on this button right here, show traversal moves, and you'll see the overscan here. So here you can see that it's within the green boundary, the green line. So you'll notice that I have it moved away from the edge here. And that's why I have it moved away from the edge, is so that it doesn't hit this and give you that error 3 and stop the job. So you just want to always make sure that you're previewing your job before you start running it when you're scanning, engraving.
If you notice on mine right here, see, I sized it so that I had about 20 millimeters on each side. That way, when I preview this, right
There's that green line.
boundary, and right there's the right boundary, and then there's some space in between. So make sure I'm not going to hit it.
On the Rolly XW, would you prefer a rear exhaust or a side? I prefer the side exhaust because mine's pushed all the way up against the wall. Just depends on your situation. If you have the room, it's always best to have the straight exhaust. Every turn it makes is going to cause resistance.
Mine is now, it's out the back. However, has the L shape, so it exhausts to the right. I don't know if you can see that in the camera angle or not.
We just got a $50 donation from Benny. Thank you so much, Benny.
Oh, wow. Thank you,
much
Benny.
Appreciated.
But the exhaust is still in the back,
so much.
And it has that L bracket that goes that way, and then the hose comes down right there and plugs into it.
Sergio's saying he found the problem with his laser.
Okay. The new lens. Yep, that'll do it.
Carl says, how can I get the jack-o'-lanterns Lightburn art? I opened Lightburn and clicked on the logo, but I can't find it on my computer. Go to your file explorer and type in the search bar asterisk shift8 dot lbart or dot jack-o'-lanterns dot lbart, and it'll find it for you. Connie saying, so I'm still new to all this. Is there a foolproof way to know if your glasses or cover are indeed protecting your eyes? Yeah, if your glasses have a rating printed on them, then it's protecting your eyes. The LaserMATIC is rated for a 455 nanometer laser. So, when it comes to eyewear, it should, if it's printed on the glasses, then you're protected. If it's not, then I wouldn't trust them. Mark is saying, what are you engraving on? That looks like a regular 1x, a painted 1x. Is that right, Patrick?
Yeah, that is poplar, 1x6, and painted black.
Are any of us going to 3D Printopia next weekend? I don't think so.
No, I'll be working at my part-time job next weekend.
Yep.
Thank you so much for that donation, Benny.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Dawn is first time here from BC. I'm guessing that's Vancouver, right? Or British Columbia, Canada. New to the laser world. Welcome, Dawn. We do this every 2 weeks, every Saturday night, every 2 weeks.
Thanks for joining us.
Jerry's asking, how do you handle smoke if you lower the bed of the laser for high clearance? Well, there's two ways. Number one, you can buy the extension kit so that it still stays completely enclosed. If you take the bottom out, then you're going to have some smoke that's going to get out into your atmosphere.
I mean, you could go low tech and just skirt it with some cardboard. Got some cardboard pieces to fit around.
Thank you for being here and watching.
Good to go.
I think this is a conversation going on in the comments. Dawn is asking on the LaserMATIC, do you need glasses? So yeah, the laser is protected. I always run mine behind me and I don't look at it. And I actually have a monitor on the right side of me where I can look at it on that monitor. But I don't, no matter, even if you have glasses, you shouldn't be looking at a laser beam. So if you absolutely have to look at it, you know, I suggest that you get either a camera, you can get like a network camera very cheaply, and, you know, a separate monitor to watch it on. But yeah, even if I have the enclosure and the glasses, I still don't look directly at the laser beam.
It's easy to want to do it. Is sometimes I'll
What
catch
size
myself.
of material do you use for earrings? Well,
3 millimeter?
that's completely up to you. You can use anything from 1 to 3 millimeter thickness. Some people even use up to 6 millimeter, and I wouldn't. But some people do. But I typically, on the earrings, I usually go from 1 to 3 millimeters max. And it also depends on the size of the earrings as well. So if you're going to do like an earring that's this big, you know, well, then you want to make sure that you never go over 3 millimeters. And even this could never be an earring. It's just too heavy. Dennis is saying, is engraving wood that is pre-painted or stained harder on the laser? No.
No.
No. I in fact, I prefer doing it pre-painted. Good night, Doug. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
So in case you're new to the live stream, we do have a couple of files to download tonight. And I'm going to actually put the link in the comments. And there it is. So if you're just joining us, you can follow that link and get the files that we're doing tonight. Patrick is doing a welcome sign he'll have later on his channel. Hang on a second. Yeah, you're definitely late on planning yours.
You're muted, Jeremy. Let's unmute you.
Oh, I don't know how that happened. I must have bumped it. Yeah, so this is 28 days. I've cleaned
28 days.
28 days ago.
We need to repossess that laser from you. That's abuse.
And then there's this piece here, the cone. And then this is the top plate's all gunked up. And then that's the inside. I'll get that in a minute.
I just use a paintbrush. I don't go through all that.
Yeah, this soaks it and it falls right off. I don't even have to scrub it. I just let that sit.
Paintbrush comes right off with the paintbrush.
But when you do it for 28 days, you might need that extra.
Yeah.
Patrick, when are you going to be holding your raffle?
Let's see. That is, oh my gosh, keep forgetting the date. Hold on 1 second.
I hope
like
you remember
October
when the raffle was there.
October 18th. It ends it ends at 7 p.m. and then we'll announce it live on stream. At I think stream is. I have to work that day, so I'll be home. I'm going to have to push the stream till 9 p.m., but I'll announce it at 9 p.m.
Cool. Okay, so
All right. I have a Halloween welcome sign for you too now. I'll show you. There we go. So I'll put that one in there as well.
all right, cool. So Pop is saying he's looking for the grease. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's dielectric grease that I use, the CRC dielectric. There's another brand that I use too. I'll put a link to that in the comments. There we go. That is the other brand of dielectric grease that I use. I don't know why I use it. I just like it. It seems to work well. And it doesn't seem to attract the... No, I would guess that he's not using the power wash on the fan motor. And he's asking if you use the power wash on the fan motor. Just a...
Yep, I soak it right down. It's all sealed. You can't hurt it any. I've done it twice now.
Okay. I just use a regular paintbrush.
That's what I was thinking, Keith. It is the Rolly laser module cleaning box.
And you clear coat the material prior to cutting. Yeah, of course. Yep. You can do anything that you want. Yep. Yes, Sharon.
Yep.
That thing is working like a charm. I haven't had a whole lot of time to use it. I've done about maybe 70 projects in total on it so far. And I can't say enough about it. It's great. If you want to see that, it's on my channel. It's be the second video down. All right, Gene, we'll let you go this time. Just remember, in 2 weeks, be on time. Good night, William. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, Brandon, who was in chat earlier, is helping me make my website look a little better. So if anybody notices, it's starting to look a lot less cluttered and a lot more user-friendly.
Nice. Cool. Hope you got rid of the Google ads.
I just went to it and there is no pop-up.
Cool. I hate that pop-up. Download now?
Yeah, I hate that too.
Uncle Ron, no, the full color, you can't full color on engraving, so we're using DTF prints. Papawan says, can take the original MK1, the Mark 1 10-watt laser apart like Jeremy's doing. Sort of. Not. You don't really need to, so I wouldn't take that one apart. You can just use a paintbrush to clean out the fan on that and blow a little air through it. Make sure that you hold the fan if you're blowing air through it.
I'm a little different. I dig in elbows deep when I
on the Mark 1 you can't. The Mark 1 you can't take it apart like that. You can. It's a lot more complicated. What's your time remaining on that welcome sign?
I will tell you in just a moment. I am getting these welcome signs uploaded right now. Back over 28 minutes.
28 minutes. I like that picture in the picture thing you got going on there. That looks cool.
Thank you.
Two different angles.
I thought it would be a little more visually entertaining.
So if you're just joining us on the live stream, we have the download of the files that Jeremy and I are doing tonight. And I'm going to put that in the comments right now. if you'd like to download either my photo plaque or Jeremy's Veterans Day piece, which is 15 pieces.
Yeah. You want me to pop that up real quick again for the new guys?
Hang on a second. I just got some dual color acrylic for signs. Got any suggestions for engraving and cutting settings? No, absolutely not. On that, you have to run the material test because that's every laser is going to be completely different. So run a Lightburn material test. And
if you want a place to start, I've got a video on doing acrylic with the LaserMATIC.
Yeah, Patrick did a video on it, but your settings are going to be different.
Yeah, they will be different, but it'll hopefully get you in the ballpark.
Okay, Ricardo, thanks for joining us. Good luck at the show.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Pop-Up. Yeah, I don't know why I use that dielectric grease, but it seems to stay cleaner than any other grease. I have two types that I use. I have the one that has the little pump and the one that I put the link in there for. Sergio saying, didn't you create a template for the Ridge wallet? Yeah.
If you look at my video that's engraving a brass wallet, it is the template for the Ridge wallets, or the template is there. Just check the description.
Okay. Uncle Ron's asking if we're doing the DTF in-house. No. We're subbing that out to another company. It's not expensive, but you have to maximize your gang sheets to keep it, inexpensive. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to spend that kind of money on a DTF printer. Yeah, that's sort of up to debate. If you go to Lone Star Adhesives Facebook group, some people say that you can only do the tricolor with the air off. Some people say air on. It's sort of up to debate. Jerry's saying, if your laser travels too far and hits the rail and stops, how do you get it to talk to Lightburn again without restarting Lightburn? Well, you would home the laser and go to the preview window and use the scrub bar on there to scrub back to the point where it hit the rail. But that's not going to help you because you have to actually move the piece. So if you don't do the preview and make sure that it's within the boundaries, you're going to lose that job. And Patrick has put up the link for his free file tonight. So it's in the comments if you want to download that. Dawn is saying, where do I find Patrick's channel? Okay, I'll put that up on the bottom of the screen for you. That's all three of our channels right there.
Awesome.
Sweet. Let him scroll.
I haven't put a video out in 21 days. Part of it is just been busy trying to get stuff down here in the shop. The other part of it, I'm trying to learn a new editing software, and it's been kicking my butt. And I almost gave up. But thank you, Rich, for jumping on yesterday and
You're
today.
welcome.
I don't remember what that was, what day that was.
My
It's all
pleasure.
running together. Anyways, giving me a little tutorial on what I was doing wrong.
It really is simple
Probably use
software
it.
to use, but you have to know the basics.
Yeah. I need a DaVinci refresher. I'm just going to try to switch over too.
Ken is saying, are projects better from 3mm Baltic or basswood, or does it matter with them with the Mark II 30 watt? It doesn't really matter. The Mark II does a fine job on any material.
Yeah, it's going to be
But,
personal preference.
yeah. So in case you're just joining us, I'm just going to show this one more time. This is the file that's in the download from me. And this is a Halloween growth sign. So there's the sign right there. You just put a 4x6 photograph of your child every year. Just change the date and the name of the kids, and you hang these up on your wall. It's less than $2 to make it, and I think personally, it's a really great idea. And you can also get those command strips to hang those up, and you don't need to do both sides either. As you can see on this one, all you need to do is just tape your photo to the back and put on a command strip and hang it straight up on the wall. I think it looks great just the way it is. And every year you put one of these up, and it'll take 6 or 7 years.
That would look. I was thinking that would look awesome with black and orange acrylic.
Yeah, it would too. Orange acrylic. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, you can do this on just about anything. And Patrick has that welcome sign and the other graphic set up. And we're going to go back to Jeremy real quick. And Jeremy's going to show his project that's also in the download. The Veterans Day project. This one is a little more complicated. I think he said it was 15 pieces. Is that right, Jeremy?
Yeah. There's 15 pieces in this. It took, and this is big, so you guys could see it. I probably should have made it a little smaller, but I like it. And then that's why there's 15 pieces. There's 8 pieces in the back right there, holding the plane and the helicopter on.
That's awesome. I think I might need to make one of those.
And then it's the American flag for the base.
Nice. Let's see. Dan is saying downside DTF printers is the white ink clogs a lot. Yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with the printers. So the ink cartridges and all that kind of stuff, and they're very expensive as well. Gene is saying he loves the dual cameras. There's Patrick's project.
Thank you
for tonight. I don't know what happened to the focus there.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, my
Thank you, Gene. Your connection is slowing down there.
Yeah, my connection's kind of wonky right now.
Greg says, I'm late. Just got home from visiting my 96-year-old mother. Oh, wow. She fell yesterday and fractured her upper arm. Oh, sorry to hear that. But she's doing pretty well. 96-year-old. I hope you really appreciate the fact that she's still around. I can't even tell you how much I miss my mother. My mother passed away in 2001. And there's not a day goes by that I don't think about her. Sometimes you let time go by when they're alive, and then you wish you could get it all back. Oh, here's a good question from Jerry about your parents, Patrick.
Oh, okay. All right. I got an update for you.
It's coming along.
This is how the property looked last week when I was there visiting. That was last Sunday.
Oh, wow. That's a lot further than the last time I saw it.
And then this week they came and welded everything together. So it is officially one structure sealed up. The interior guys started working on the interior. They just need to finish the block and the siding. And they're going to have a deck put on the side that you see there and a small one on the back side. And at that point, they should be ready to start moving in furniture and get the keys. So
nice.
Fingers crossed, they could be in by first week of October, but definitely before November. So it'll be awesome that they are in their house their new home before winter hits.
Wonderful. And thank you all so much that supported that on the GoFundMe, by the way.
Yeah, they greatly appreciated all the donations.
I think that Jeremy, the 6th SYD says, I've got a few people retiring. I'm so going to make them that. Nice.
That's cool. You can downsize this too. Just if you do, make sure you obviously adjust your slots and tabs and stuff, because they will shrink and not be as deep as they need to be.
Yeah.
I made that mistake.
And Patrick, you said that this file is already available for download, right, on your website?
That is correct.
Okay. So Patrick making that welcome sign.
Okay. Laser modules
It
plugged
is a-
in, turned on, and working.
So Sergio says his mom passed away 2019. Sorry to hear that. My newest granddaughter reminds us of her and looks more like her every day.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yep.
Keep the memory alive.
Cool.
Yeah. Then I see movies like I watched today. I watched with my wife early this morning. What was it called? Monsters. The Hernandez brothers that killed their parents.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sickening, isn't it?
I am well. Says hello, everyone. I'm a very, very newbie. Thanks for all you do. We're glad that you're here with us. Welcome aboard. What you working on now, Jeremy?
Hold on. Let me go get you the finished one.
That's his shot glass carousel. He fills it up, and then by the end of the day, he empties it out.
This is
That's a lot of shots right there.
Yeah, it's for essential oil bottles and rollers and a thing in the middle. I've got my show this coming Saturday on the 28th is an essential oils emporium, and I was invited because I make those air fresheners.
Yeah, can you show a sample? Do you have any samples available of the what do you call it? The
air fresheners
car
and the
vent?
keychains?
Yeah, the
What's
car vent fresheners.
It's getting there. It's nice and deep engraved. You can see that from the camera shot.
Yeah. So I should bring it to work. You should see the one that Jeremy made for me. It is so cool. State of Louisiana.
So on the back, I have Kydex from my holster shop, and so I just made my own vent clips, cut them out because I had the material here. You can buy the clips in the back. This is a keychain that the little felt pad slips down inside, so it's a 3-layer, and hook the little keychain rings on it. It's not done yet, and then you just drip your oil in the back. So that one's one of the local schools for the wrestling. I did all the sports.
Well, yeah, and then you don't have to do dishes.
Yeah, Greg, I don't drink, so that's yeah. It's probably true though.
You drank when you were at my house.
Water.
You
And
still
an energy
drank.
drink. Yeah. Touche.
So these little air fresheners are really, really cool, especially for the car. You just put a drop of essential oil on that little cloth and then stick it right on your air freshener vent. It's awesome. I don't use air freshener vents. I really appreciate the piece, but I don't use them because I don't like my car to smell like anything.
Yeah. I got them on our window air conditioners too. I got one on this one behind me, and my wife really likes it.
Oh,
We
that's a
have
good
pets.
idea. I could use it here in the shop on my
We
air
have pets in
purifier.
the house.
Keith is saying he has the carousel file and he's in the process of moving it in Lightburn to hold tools instead. Good idea. You can also use it to hold paints and stuff like that.
Yep.
And shot
I was
glasses.
gonna modify these circles to be squares for like the little model car paints.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do them in squares still. It used to be when I was a kid they were square.
Ed is asking, is there a file for that?
Yes, on Etsy. I did not design this one. I cheated.
Oh, okay. Do you remember what it was called?
I just looked up essential oil display in Google, went to images, found the one I wanted, and it happened to be in Etsy or some other site, and I downloaded it. It was like $4, $3,
Nice.
and it works. I didn't have to do any modifications to it.
Keith
So-
said that he's in the process of modding it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you need something fast, it's worth the $4.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. I don't buy a lot. I make my own if I can.
Tester's paints. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and all the bottles of acrylic paints, that would be really good.
Pop is saying that he's trying to get your welcome sign. He gets to the checkout, but there's no place to click it to complete the order. Patrick will look at that after the live stream. Pop.
Yeah, I'll look there later.
His website's being redesigned, so it might just be a temporary glitch.
I don't know. I've had orders today, so everything should be functional.
Oh, okay.
Could just
Try
be a
refreshing
glitch.
the page. Pop. Try and refresh the page. See what happens. But you can change the holes in that carousel to any size that you want.
Oh,
And,
yes, I did. I made these ones smaller than they were because I needed to
Yeah.
adjust it for a different bottle.
Yeah, so you can even make that for like markers,
Yep.
Or you
yeah.
can make it for, pens or whatever. Uncle Ron says to Pop, just hit enter after entering your information. That should work, yeah.
Awesome, Jack.
You're
Okay.
welcome, Jack. You're welcome. Yeah, Shane did the same thing. He just hit enter. Steve, just hit that enter button to complete the sale.
Okay. I changed the theme so that button, we need to change the color of the checkout button. Okay. Got it.
You need to change the what?
Yeah, it's camouflage.
Color of the checkout button. It's kind of hidden.
Okay, so Jeremy has the air fresheners on his website.
I
which
do. I
is
have them broke down into categories too.
Okay, tell them the address for your website. It's right there, holdthelinecustoms.com,
Yes.
right at the bottom of the screen.
I have them broke down into different categories. So if you don't want all of them, I think there's 23, 24 different designs. Actually, there's probably a couple of more. These 3 are new. They're not on there. These just happened last week, so I don't have them up. So these 3 are the new ones that I don't have on my site yet. But there is a turtle. There is a mushroom, I think, on there. And then I don't have the puppy on there yet. But these are just different ones.
It was in white. Just press the enter button. Yeah, you're right, Sergio. Hidden checkout button is not good.
I wanted to spend money, honest.
Try to make it better, and then you end up screwing something else up. That's the way it goes.
Well, that's the way it always works. So then,
All right. I'm going to the checkout page to edit it right now.
yeah,
Maybe.
hopefully. So it looks like that welcome sign is going to finish up just in time. We're at an hour and 20 minutes right now. And in case you are just joining us, I'm going to put a link to the free files for tonight from both myself and Jeremy in the comments. That link is also below the video in the description, and it's also on lasermakersrealm.com. Hey, if you guys want to sign up to get email notifications, we don't spam. If you go to lasermakersrealm.com, right there on the main page, it'll say subscribe to our newsletter, and we send out a notification every other week, very early on Saturday morning to remind you of the live streams. So lasermakersrealm.com is our blog, and over there are replays of all of these live streams that we do.
All right, I just sent Brandon a message. I'm going to have him look into get that checkout button fixed.
Cool. Thank you, Pop Pop. See you, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a good night, good weekend, rest of your weekend.
Lightburn's counting down about 6 minutes or so left.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'll go into the negative. That really came out nice. That's
Man,
Jeremy's file that's in the download, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Sorry, everybody. There's 15 pieces to this. I was supposed to do something simple, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, Jeremy doesn't do too many things that are simple.
Well, you had a ship, and then you're like, okay, now I need the tank in the front. Well, now that I got a tank, I need a jet. Now that I have a jet, I need a helicopter.
This guy started the whole thing. It was him.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's probably the start of it.
That's the start of it. And I was like, well, and then I keep getting everybody going, well, what happened to Navy? What happened to the Marines? What happened to this? What happened to that? So I'm like, there you go.
Don't forget to click that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. If you'd like to become a channel member, you can do that right below the video. Yeah, we've had that for a long time, Sergio. I just keep forgetting to mention it in the live streams. Yeah, you can rewind at any time, Greg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll just see me putting earrings together for a while. And then I cleaned my module for the LaserMATIC and then put the other thing together. So kind of stayed busy tonight. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
No, Benny, but you can download an Aussie flag and change the flag out on the project itself.
That's the nice thing about these. They're just 100%
I'm glad
customizable.
I'm glad you use power wash cleaning those parts and not a power washer.
I don't have a power washer.
That's good.
Have to set up the LaserMATIC Mark II 1020 a bit out of my scope, but we'll save for when I get better. The design is really nice. The good thing is that the LaserMATIC is the easiest laser on the market to use.
Yeah.
If you have any trouble, if you have any questions, you can go to facebook.com/groups/Rolly-official. And that is the official Facebook group for the LaserMATIC. Any question that you have will get answered almost immediately in there. There is a technician that's on duty every single day that will help you, even if you need remote assistance. And also the owner of the company participates in the group every day as well.
Thanks, Gene. Thanks, Inwell. Imwell. How do you say that? I think it's Imwell.
I'm well, maybe. Are you well?
I'm good. How are you? I'm well.
It's probably Imwell.
Yeah.
Yes, V. The tech support is the best that you'll ever find from any company. And the nice thing is that, there are several of the high-end laser companies that have great support. But with the Facebook group, you'll get support from the users as well. So chances of you getting your question answered at 3 o'clock in the morning are probably pretty high.
Yeah, I would say this is a high-end diode laser company at the
Yes.
moment, and you get high-end tech support.
Yeah. So, kiddo, if you don't have Facebook, then just send a
Email.
to support@rollyautomation.com.
Mm-hmm.
The Facebook address is facebook.com/groups/rollyofficial.
I'll link in there.
Facebook.com/groups. Facebook.com/groups/rollyofficial.
I'm going to paste it in chat.
And it looks like that sign is coming along.
Yep, we're
Thank you,
almost
Patrick.
there.
It doesn't look like much now until he cleans it off with the paintbrush. It's going to clean up nice.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's nice and deep, so it really has a great contrast from that black paint.
Yeah. I really like my Mark II 20-watt. Yeah. These are the best machines on the market for diode lasers. There's no question about it. Rick says, my page auto-populates. Delete any one field and re-enter info.
Oh,
Then
Jim,
you can
I saw your
download the
question
files.
earlier, and I was going to mention it to Patrick, and I forgot because we got sidetracked. I apologize.
Poplar.
Jim, yeah. I think that's a 1x6 poplar, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That's been a very popular question.
It's very
about
popular.
Poplar.
Uncle Ron, it is not this particular turtle. It is another sea turtle that's a little bit more intricate. I like that one a lot more. That one is in, I don't know which one it's in. It's in there. Probably in the animals one. Here, I'll find one of those and I'll show it to you.
The sign material, that's 1x6 poplar. Spray painted black. Sergio says that he can attest to the tech support at Rolly. Twice he needed help and got Dimitri within a few hours to fix his problem. Yeah. And if he can't fix his problem, he'll log in remotely to your computer and make sure that it gets fixed.
All right, I got the other turtle. So,
I like your hat.
oh really?
Nice hat. Yeah.
I know a guy. He got me a hat. So that's the one that's in the file, and this is the new one that I did. It's a little simpler. I think I like this one better, so I'm probably not going to put this one in the files because that one's in there, and it's way better.
Wow, those cuts on his head are so small.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's kind of why I
Yeah.
like it. It's
Yeah.
just got so much
Yeah,
detail in it.
looks good.
And that's the 30 watt. So, yep, that's the 30 watt doing that.
I've been waiting for this. IM is his initials. So if you guys are interested, just to throw this out there, my son has launched a new website for laser engraved hats. So it's called laserengravedhats.com. We can also do t-shirts like you see here in full color. You can send an email to hello@laserengravedhats.com if you're interested in that. May as well throw in my little plug right there.
Can you do me up some boxer briefs?
I can, yes.
Okay, I can confirm that the turtle is in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 designs in the animals one.
Okay. The question is, what do you use for the filter material? The felt.
Like the felt pad.
I don't use those in here because you just drip it through here on the raw wood. So the only thing that I finish is the top surface to keep fingerprints off. The rest of it's raw wood, and the essential oils will just soak into the wood, and it works. It's a passive air freshener, so it doesn't overwhelm you. Now, I'll be right back, but the keychains.
Yes, don't forget that lightsource.pro/Rolly if you want to enter to win a Patrick's LaserMATIC.
It's too bright. So just these little felt pads. They're 3 millimeters thick, 22 millimeters round. And they just slide right into that slot right there. And you just push it down in there until you get to that hole, and you drip your oil back there. I have a video on my YouTube channel where I make everything with links in the description for all of my hardware. All of these, everything's in that video description. So,
and the links to everyone's website is scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
Yep. But my YouTube video where I build the keychains, all the links for all this stuff that I use is in there in the description.
It looks like we're getting close, Patrick.
Yep, it's almost there. I would have had this started sooner, but for some reason, that's why I had to reboot my computer. I was having 4 different COM ports show up, and there's normally only 2 COM ports, and none of the COM ports were communicating with the LaserMATIC, so I had to reboot. And I only got it fixed.
Benny, you just missed it. My link for my YouTube channel just went across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it'll be scrolling for the rest of the video. Ken says,
awesome,
my laser. Yeah, anxious to get started. Yep. Patrick, I went through your channel to order it with drop down and jig table. Awesome.
Cool.
You will be so happy. And if you saw my unboxing the other night, you see how quickly you can have it up and running.
Thank you, AGT.
Sergio says the power supply on his Mark II went bad. The owner himself answered my email and sent a new power supply that came in 4 days. Yeah,
absolutely. That's how amazing this company is.
V is saying, how do you guys make your videos with a camera? Or we use a camera. We also have Patrick and I both have video switchers, so I can just press a button over here and switch between the screen on my camera or another camera that's somewhere else in the shop. So that's a video switcher.
I don't have all that stuff.
Yeah, you will soon.
That's what mine's running through now, is the switcher.
Any rumors or updates? There's not going to be any rumors on the Mark III, except it's going to revolutionize the diode industry. Right now, everything is tight-lipped. It's just the people at the factory that, see the prototype every day, and myself. So that have actually gotten a look at the Mark III. So that is, it may even be postponed a little bit. Instead of a January launch, it may be February. So I'm going to try my best to be there at the factory for the launch. And we're just trying to figure out exactly when it's going to be so I can book my travel. I only get 144 hours without a visa in China. So trying to work that out.
How many hours?
144, 6 days.
Okay.
Jeremy, do you have a keychain for a mechanic? 1040 oil?
Digging one out right now. You know how hard it was to dig into this box? It was very Oh, I might not have it.
Dwayne, it's not hard to set up the video switchers. So basically you have a USB cable that goes to your computer, and then you've got the HDMI cameras that plug into the video switcher, and you just plug those into the cameras. Not very hard at all. Yeah, Sergio, you can try that if you like. I can tell you that it's revolutionary. It's going to be something that you've never seen before, and it just totally makes sense. And it's hard to believe that nobody's ever thought of it before. I've never thought of it. None of the companies out there have. It's going to be a really, really nice machine.
I do not.
How about that? How about that West Virginia Light Source Engraving or West Virginia Light Source Engraving T-shirt? Got to represent the channel in Southern West Virginia.
I am going to get some ordered. I have not done that yet, but I will.
All right, let's go back to Greg Wilson. Did you find that?
I do not have any in my shop right now, but let me. I'm going to show my Lightburn screen here in a second when I get them.
Okay. Yes, Andy, it will still be a diode laser. Jim is saying, should I wait to get my XW or wait for the Mark III? I would get the XW. I'm very happy with it.
I am too. Less than a week, and it's
good guess.
It's awesome.
We're not putting out any details on it yet. As soon as the company makes their official announcement on it, that's when you guys are going to find out about it. Maria is saying that she's refused to upgrade. I wouldn't. You know, you'll have another laser. But I love the XW that's behind me. It's not going to change for me. If I were to buy it, I would buy either one.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I'll care what the Mark III is.
About time, Rob.
Be keeping this XW.
Those are the ones that I have
No
that
problem.
I'm working on right now. This is our local sports shop or auto shop, and I made that logo for him. And he used to be a race car driver, so he asked me to put number 11 in the door, so I did it. He loves it. Let me see. That one right there is kind of my favorite one right now.
Greg saying you didn't get the 1040 oil joke.
Oh, okay. No, I apparently didn't. I am not a mechanic, but these guys let me put an entire rotary thing in their shop full of these keychains so I can sell them, and I've been selling some. So
Jack is saying that his wife downloaded the keychain file and loves it.
awesome.
I can't release any details on the Mark III. I'm sworn to secrecy. Yes, Rob. Always better late than never. Glad you made it.
You know, that's sad that I didn't get the 1040 oil joke because my dad was a mechanic when I was growing up. So,
So in case you guys are new to the stream, I'm going to post the link to the files again in the comments. And tonight's file is a project by Jeremy for Veterans Day. And I've got a growth chart for Halloween that you can run these off. You can run off 5, 6, 7 years today. And every year you post a new picture of your children on Halloween. And it's really simple. It's just one piece of wood. On the back, you just tape on your photograph, and that's it. That's all you have to do for this. Put a command strip on it, hang it on the wall. There's Jeremy's project down below, and Patrick's welcome sign that's running right now on the laser. below the video or in that download that I put, you can get mine and Jeremy's, and Patrick has his on his website for free.
And the project is setting on my knee. It is done. Here, I'll back
We
up.
have ways of making you talk. Not on this one. Not on this one. I also have another secret that I'm keeping. I'll be giving away something that's worth $10,000 on my channel in November. Jim says the sign looks amazing.
Not too bad.
That really does look good with the black paint.
I'll get you close up here in a second. You can see the depth.
Oh, that's the one that just came off the laser.
Yep, indeed it is.
Cool. Okay, I didn't even notice that.
Okay, how did you clean that? Did you just wipe it down, or did you use air, or what?
Just a paintbrush,
Damp
right?
microfiber.
Okay.
Damp microfiber.
Just
I
damp.
just use a paintbrush on mine. This one is straight off the laser, and all I did was
Foam.
spray it with a paint, wipe it with a paintbrush.
It's just amazing. Sign this large. I was able to engrave with that laser.
Thank you, Pop Pop. Yes, V, another secret. You'll be hearing about that in October. In October, I'll be announcing it. But there will be a $10,000 prize for Christmas this year.
Just a slightly dampened microfiber, and it turned out pretty good. What's this thing?
I like that.
It really looks nice because it looks like it's aged and all. I like the way that came out.
Thank you very much.
Is that 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch? It's 3/4 inch board, right?
Yeah.
1/2 inch. Sorry.
Half
Oh,
inch.
that's a 1/2 inch? Okay.
Everybody's commenting how nice it looks.
Well, thank you, everyone. Yeah, 13.63 millimeters. Go to 1/2 inch. And this is Valspar interior satin black. And I asked Lowe's to give me the blackest paint that they have. I told them I wanted Mickey Mouse ears black. And that's what I got.
Awesome, Tim. Yes, V, it will be a big October surprise.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Let's see. This is approximately...
Uncle Ron, if you have the right settings, there's never any charring. It's just dust and debris that gets on there. Hey, Carl. Just woke up, okay?
Lost my tape measure.
Rob,
Measure the whole piece.
Rob is saying he wants to start playing with some 3D printers. Time to start experimenting. Do you have videos on doing 3D engravers? 3D engraving?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of 3D engraving videos.
Yeah. Patrick, how long what are the dimensions of that sign?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what we're here for. I engrave on painted wood all the time. Pop, pop. That's the best way to engrave. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, Ed. It looks more like a stain than a paint. Looks like a stain that's weathered. Looks really cool. Ho, ho, ho. I love Christmas surprises. Jeremy.
I just did.
It's
Okay,
25 and a
I'm gonna
half inches long total. 25 and a half.
Okay, it's kind of hard to see in a small screen. Can you show that again? Beautiful. Shocktober. That's a good idea. Joe is asking what that Valspar paint was again, Patrick. Yeah, Thomas, the link to the download for the files is right below the video.
Yeah, that's the free one for this week.
Yeah.
I apologize. There's 15 pieces to it.
I got this paint for another project, and I thought this would look really good to make a sign with.
Signature Scuff Shield.
Mm-hmm. I went to Menards and looked at exterior paint for some of my stuff that I was doing, and it was $80 a gallon for something that looked halfway decent.
This was
Benny, try
48.
try staining it first and use a sealer first before you do that. So if you use a sealer first and then stain it second, that should help you out.
And this is only one coat. That's only one coat of paint. It stuck really well.
Yeah, Patrick does, V.
Yep, I've got many videos on 3D engravings. Yep.
Harold says, thank you for the paintbrush. Yeah, I use a paintbrush for all of my engravings. I have one next to every laser. You can see the soot on there. Every once in a while, I just smack it like that. That's it. You could wash it too.
I use a paintbrush and typically a dry microfiber, but since this had the paint on it, I went with a damp, and it did fine. If it was not painted, I wouldn't have used the damp microfiber.
Okay. Dale, 4 pieces of wood, Jeremy says.
Yep.
Ed says he's not good with surprises. His heart can't take it.
You spilled this.
Yeah, it sort of is it is a diorama, Rob.
Kinda.
Yeah, Trey, that would look really nice on the front porch. And I do have some, if you know how to use print and cut, I do have on engraveandcutfiles.com, I do have some Halloween porch signs that are, I think they're 5 feet tall. So you can do those with Lightburn print and cut. Okay, folks, we're at 1 hour and 48 minutes. So that's going to be it for us tonight. We're going to be back again in 2 weeks. If you guys have any final comments or anything that you want to say, now would be the time.
Like, subscribe, and share for all of our channels. That's all I got to say. And thank you for being here.
To hit that like button. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. We do this every 2 weeks on Saturday night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern time. And you can go to lasermakersrealm.com, and right there you can subscribe to our notification service, which will send you an email every other Saturday morning. No, Rob, none of us are in Texas. We got Louisiana, West Virginia, and northern Michigan. Northern Michigan, right?
Mid Michigan, West Michigan.
Mid Michigan. Okay, I thought you were way up in the north.
No. I'm in by Grand Rapids.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you all for being with us. That's going to be it for tonight. We will see you all again in 2 weeks. So thank you.